So, the finest of podcasts coming up here now with most certainly Cara O'Donnell, the, I suppose, one and only, talking about all things, I'm going to say, um, nutrition. We're going to be talking about a wellness day. And Cara, how are we? Where the hell were you? That was amazing. I actually messaged you probably. I love this. We can just chat amongst ourselves like there's nobody here. I messaged you on WhatsApp. You didn't reply back, but that's fine. You're very good. Good to hear from you. Happy Christmas. They were actually part of a gift. One of the retreats that we did down in most certainly the likes of West Cork. These were and still are a major part of my healthy routine, and because sleep is one of the pillars of health.
Yes, I know. What someone in this house took a fancy to them now, and I can't find them, but they'll turn up. It'd be nice stocking filler, actually.
They would. Yeah. So sponsoring neither of us at this moment in time, so we mightn't mention them anymore.
We did an amazing 2023.
Class. Oh my God, the amount of people we met, the stories, you nearly couldn't write it down, and some people wouldn't even believe you.
All the weekends then always include something different, even unexpected. With such big birthdays, it was like 40th, 50th, 30th. So I never made so much healthy chocolate cake, but it was some amount of laughs and great experiences. The night kayaking with Wild Atlantic, or Atlantic kayaking, and Donny's sauna, sauna, like just so many amazing memories, isn't it? When you look back through your camera roll, it's like just pure high vibes, good memories.
And that's what life is really about, Cara. Do you know what I mean? It's not about making loads of money. Money's important. It's actually about making memories, okay? Yeah. With like-minded people and eating good food. And by God, we do that unbelievably well down at those different events.
Just to be able to get away and have such a fun weekend, but be feeling great after, really built up and new ideas after Joe's coaching session, and just loads of healthy habits and new meal ideas and stuff going away. Yeah. I mean, my last 2 birthdays, thanks, Carol. You made our day having your birthday with us. Okay, so we have our usual schedule of weekends next year that we've lined up. So they're all up in Eventbrite. We're in March, May, June, and September. We maybe have to add on an extra date at some stage like we did this year due to their demand. But we have a new edition in February, which I'm very excited about, which is your Total Health Reset from The Great Stuff. And what it is a longer retreat and with a slightly more serious focus. Still going to be fun, still going to be light, but it's really like an immersive experience with the 4 of us where people who want to tackle big health goals do so, or really put an end to like weight struggle or being in those negative cycles so that they can come down and really like, I was thinking about it today, we can be kind of like, nearly living together for a little extended period, and really learning off all 4 of us, and really tackling all pillars of health. We'll obviously be doing like some exercise and some yoga, the grounding, stretching. It's not going to be any like extreme boot camp or anything, it'll be totally whatever you're able for. But like, again, healthy food, but actually I think getting you involved in the kitchen, more like demos and education. I'm sure you're going to be wanting to talk to them about growing. It's going to be the perfect time in February.
Everything starts growing then as well. But even to touch on that point, Cara, it's spending more quality time with people that you want to, I suppose, emulate in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a form of health, whether it's a form of nutrition, whether it's a form of spiritual. Between Joe and Kaz, the idea is the more, I suppose, in the average amount of time that you spend with people, you start to become like them.
Yeah. And then, so it'll be limited numbers, probably only 8 participants. So very much like focused attention from all 4 of us. And the thing is, going forward, when you leave, you'll have picked up all the good habits, but you'll still have the support of the 4 of us going forward, And then I think it's like if someone is really ready to make those big changes and wants to make like lasting change, not a diet or a fad or a 2 week thing or anything like that, it's like, I'm ready to get healthy once and for all, you know, this would be so perfect. And like, what better way to do it than in a small group of people who are wanting to do the same thing? And suddenly you've formed nearly like a family, because, you know, like all retreats anyway, we would form a WhatsApp group after or whatever, but like that you'd be able to stay in contact with those people on that journey, you know, and it's really creates support and accountability, not just from us, but from the people that you're in it with, you know. So yeah, very excited about it. I really feel like that there's a lot of people in need of it, and like it could be scary for people to sign up to it, but I would just say, just if you're ready to make some changes and you want to really learn like how to make those changes, but why we need to make those changes, you know, to improve our health or whatever, it's just going to have a real educational focus as well, but in like a stunning setting and real fun environment. You know, it's like fun activities as well, but just learning how people live a real healthy life.
Yeah, Ash is just after writing in there in the likes of the comments, you've cultivated a great space to try on a lifestyle and learn on hand. And that's it. You're learning from the best.
Yeah, it's like literally just, you know, spending a good portion of time with people who have healthy lifestyles, but like it's no major effort, you know, it's just like compound effect of little things we do every day. And you know, the weekends are fab and we're so much fun, but you're nearly there and you're gone. So it's great for like a kind of a reset, or someone who wants to just meet new people or have a healthy weekend, you know, with like doing fun things. But I think just this is going to give us loads of time with probably less people to really instill some long-standing, you know, improvements.
And it's even like that fact that we can, I suppose, this is the advantage of doing lives, Cara. Isn't it that key point, right? Whenever me and you most certainly do catch up in person, we start doing more. We start doing workouts first thing in the morning before we go for different events, whether it's visiting schools, we're going down to maybe the Cork show or the Mallow events. The idea is we bounce off each other, and that's what you get when you literally suppose surround yourself with people who are into it and really. And then we're coming back after an event and we're cooking healthy meals. We're throwing them together in 15 minutes, and they all look literally Instagram worthy, as we literally take a photograph before we can even eat it and put it up as a reel or a story on social medias.
They need that nudge. It's like, come on, you can do it. Come on, I'll do it with you. Like, look, we're doing it, you know. And it's just that support and accountability. But as well, I love that we bring 4 different things to it, you know, and that's really looking at the physical, the mental, emotional, spiritual, and that is what's required really to make that lasting change. You know, if you've been trying for years to like get on top of your weight with purely just like slogging in the gym and being on diets, then you know,
Connor,
some burgers.
I tell you what, like Connor's after writing in there from Finno Farm. If anyone hasn't most certainly ever tried the likes of the Wagyu burgers, most certainly well worth sampling, especially around this period of time. And even something that myself, Connor and Cara will be very similar on this. It's the idea of buying local is massively important. Do you know what I mean? Buying from I'm going to say a big store right now isn't going to make or break their Christmas. From buying from somebody local, whether it's a program or it's a retreat or it's a food item, it's something that's really, really important. And I'd have a huge emphasis on that myself and to pass on to others too.
Yeah, and then too many burgers reckons. Perks of the job. It's it like, you know, I'm so excited to show people like the usual that I do on the weekends anyway, just like how enjoyable healthy eating can be and how easy it can be. And you know, it's like even when there's a smaller number in for a longer period, we'll be able to like get in the kitchen together, demoing stuff for people, but also even getting people to help me making stuff, because you know, so they really get a handle on how to do it when they go home. And just like that, to be able to show people things like growing, to talk through the more emotional kind of spiritual aspects of it, which are massive, especially when it comes to weight loss, you know. And then Kaz like doing yoga and meditation and mindfulness, because for me, I think that was nearly the biggest thing that really stuck when it came to kind of managing my weight once and for all. What's Ash saying? Carrie mentioned recently.
Mental health.
Mental health, physical fallout. I love. Oh yeah, totally. I just literally said it there. Well done, Ash. But yeah, so it's like taking people out, and it's such a good time to do it in February because we just had Christmas. People have great intentions, back into the routine, and then it's just like taking people out of that busyness. It's like it's just the immersive aspect of it. I think is really going to give people a kind of life-changing experience because we'll all be there together, complete support, education in every facet of health. And that, like by getting people out of the rat race, out of their busyness, able to slow down, have some time out and do the education and take it all into account at the same time is really going to work great.
Yeah, just had 2 comments in there. It's the idea that, yes, it would be definitely an expansion on it because there's 5, I suppose, full days of the foods, of the exercises, of the activities, all inclusive of being with those 4 experts in their field. And yes, as Conor even mentioned, it's like worrying is one of the things that people often do, maybe in excessive amounts. But it's the idea of anybody that has a problem, remember, you're not the only person that's ever suffered with that. And the idea of sharing it is halving the problem. Okay, and sometimes even just speaking out loud, sharing it with individuals that you like, know, and trust can be something that literally takes weight off your shoulders, that then takes worry off the mind, then allows you to focus in on whatever area of your health that you want to improve on. So it's kind of key to, I suppose, open up to people that you, I suppose, meet at these different events.
Amazing, such a good point. And like we have all had experiences ourselves, of like various things, and that's why we're in this work, the 4 of us. And I think people could actually be quite worried about coming to something like this, So it's just like the whole point of the live is to say to people, like, it's not going to be, like absolutely killing anything. All we want to do is share our knowledge with you in a really lovely, safe space where we've all been through stuff. We totally understand. We're there, like, for everyone and the other attendees, we offer, I think, and create such an open space where everyone always leaves like nearly like a little family at the end of it, and like I certainly, all of us, I think, like, have made friends for life out of it. So hard, important when you're creating. Yeah, like it's so important to have that time out. So just an investment in self for 2024, I think, and you could spend it going off on a holiday, and have a restful time, but not learn any lasting changes or whatever. I just think it could be such benefit to people, and sure, who knows, we could put on another one later in the year. But yeah, I'm just so excited to spend some proper time with some people who are ready to make changes.
Totally. And just to remind them of the date, most certainly we have February the 8th to the 12th. Yeah.
They come in scared and hesitant and watch them bloom like flowers. People find themselves at the retreats. It's so true. Like, it's so true. People have come in on a Friday and left on a Sunday like a different person. So I just so genuinely believe like that we can give people a real gift of like major lasting change over 5 days, and it'll be so fun. And like there'll be reading time and relaxing and laughs, and there'll be gorgeous food. I'm all for showing people that how like part of a healthy weight is eating enough good food, and not scrimping, saving, no calorie counting, none of that stuff. Just really healthy, calm nervous system, fuel your body with all the nutrients it needs, and then movement in a nourishing way. And then really that open, kind of honest communication, it'll just getting you to look at yourself a little bit, I suppose, and building on that self-awareness with Joe. We up a map for those out on the wall.
That's an inside joke.
Oh my God, you mentioned stories, seriously. When I looked out back at our profile,
jumping over fences and everything.
It's just all we have that we so much see the benefit of, but a lot of them are so easy. Stretching, walking around in the grass in the morning, learning how to get started with a little bit of growing, and just sitting and chatting, really connecting, nothing too strenuous.
Yeah. But it's about building habits, I suppose, Cara, because most people, they don't have these healthy habits. And as I mentioned, the more you hang around with people that are doing these things on a daily basis, on automatic, that you will sooner start to do the exact same, right? And you know it with people that you're coming into contact on a daily basis. And same with myself, the more they have from accountability from a person that they like, know, and trust, a coach, a nutritionist, or anything else in between, they are being consistent. But to do it over the longer period of 5 days is something that builds those healthy habits and going forward into the new year.
Make 2024 your best year yet,
Yeah.
This is it. I put up a post just before this will be posted, and it just said, "Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired?" And I do have people come to me and they're just like, "I'm just sick of myself," making excuses, or just like so busy, there's no time to make change. But it's really like a lack of education and so much mixed messages in terms of what's out there in the media. So it's like, just come and experience it firsthand, and with people who are just used to doing it and can literally, like Ash said, hold your hand and bring you along the way. But get on to either of us about more details, and it's on Eventbrite, your total health reset from the great stuff. And then in March we start with our regular weekends, so we've only 4, so I'd advise to get booking. And then we're at the Camino in April, 25 of us.
Jesus, that I tell you, there's memories going to be made on each one of those different events. And the idea is, I cannot wait to meet you there. Yes, you and you and you and you and anyone else that watches this. Unbelievable. Or listens in on the podcast, because we're multitasking here. We do the whole lot at the same time. Don't waste a minute, Cara. We don't.
I know. So 25 was when we got April, which is obviously full by now. But I said to people, it's not too early to get your name down for the following year. We're going to have such a blast. Last year was amazing. And this is it. We're all just about creating these lovely get-togethers and communities of people wanting to do, the same kind of stuff and just feel good and live life to full. Yeah,
that's it, Cara. I suppose we can wrap it up at that. Literally, anybody looking to most certainly book in, is the 8th to the 12th of February. Send myself or Cara and most certainly a private message, and we can send you on the link. But it also is on the likes of Eventbrite.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Coleman.
Go on, see you there, Cara. See you there, lads. Where do we end this button here? All right, lovely stuff. So the idea is, that is the latest of the news in relation to events, retreats coming up in 2024. Could you credit it? We're already on the 2 and the 4. Looking forward to my birthday next year already. All right, or not. I will talk to you soon. And in the live here, messages coming in there from Cara. Great live, you're led. You also get the inside scoops here on my lives. How about that? Okay, talk soon, lads. Love you, lads. All right, so that's the end of that. Most certainly live right there. And in on top of that, I love ending these podcasts by saying, stay tuned, stay classy, and keep it organic.